welcome back to 1, 2, 3 Read. Today we are going to read books about an animal that you might see on a farm. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's say our hello song. Do you remember our hello song, bread and butter, marmalade and jam? Ready? It goes like this. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Can you say it really quiet and whisper? Hello. Good job. Now, what's the opposite of quiet? If you're not quiet, you're loud, right? So let's say it loudly. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello. Good job. Now let's try to say it as slow as we can, like a sloth. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. All right, so what's the opposite of slow? The opposite of slow is fast, right? So let's say this part fast too. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello. All right, now let's try to say it in a really high-pitched voice like Mickey Mouse. Can you talk like that? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Ready? Hello. Now, what's the opposite of high? If something's not high, it is low. So say it in a low, deep voice like this. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello. All right, now let's try to do it as nice as we can. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as nice as we can. Hello. Good job. So like I said, we're gonna do stories today about an animal that you might see on a farm. Some people ride on them when they put a saddle on them. Some of these animals race. They have races. They have a long tail and they have a mane that they have as hair. Do you know what animal I'm talking about? I'm talking about a horse. Yeah, horses today. We're going to read books about horses. So do you know what letter the word horse starts with? It makes the huh sound. Do you know what animal or what letter that is? The letter that makes that sound, the huh sound, is the letter H. So that's our letter for today, the letter H. And it makes the huh sound. Can you think of any other word that makes the huh sound? We just sang a song. It's called our huh. What do you remember what the song was? What our song was when we say hello, right? The word hello starts with an H. Huh, hello. And what is another word that starts with the letter H that makes the huh sound? Do you think of another one? Sometimes when we smile and it's a feeling, an emotion that we have. What emotion is that when we're really smiling and we're not sad, but we are happy, right? Happy starts with a H. Happy. Yeah, so let's see. Can we think of any other words that start with an H? Let's see. Let's think of another word. How about when someone needs us to do something for us, they might need help. How about the word help? The word help starts with the letter H. Help. So those were our words for today. We had hello, happy, and help. So those are 3 good words that start with the letter H. So now let's sing Zoom, Zoom, Zoom before we start our first book. All right, let's sing Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. So put your arms up like this, and it goes zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we blow. Now we're going to read a story called Horseplay by Karma Wilson, illustrated by Jim McMullen. One day while Farmer worked on his fields, he cried, "For goodness sake, these horses are a worthless bunch. They just can't stay awake." Look, they're all sleeping. And it was true, they snored out loud. They slept the whole day long. Farmer cried, "I'm mystified. Something must be wrong." Maybe they've been scared all night. Have wolves been prowling free? I haven't heard them howling, but I'll watch tonight and see. He spied from back behind the hay, and what he saw was pure horseplay. Just playing around. Those horses didn't sleep one bit. They frolicked on the loose. They joined in games like hide and seek, leapfrog, and duck, duck, goose. Donkey tried to play along, but soon began to wail when all the horses gathered round to play some pin the tail. They're trying to play pin the tail on the donkey. That wouldn't feel too good for the donkey, huh? Farmer shouted, "I declare, you horses have no sense." He shooed them back into the barn and then padlocked their fence. "I'm the boss, and what I say is absolutely no horseplay." But come next day, the horses dozed. They didn't work at all. Farmer said, "Now what on earth? I bolted shut their stall." That night when Farmer locked them up, he didn't go to sleep. He snuck into the barn to spy and hid out with the sheep. The horses shuffled decks of cards and passed out poker chips. They handed out some veggie trays and 7-layered dips. "So this is why you snooze all day. I thought I told you no horseplay." He tied them up in separate pens. "This silliness is done. Now go to bed," the farmer said, "and no more having fun." But still, those horses didn't work. They acted just as lazy. Farmer shouted, "There's no doubt you're gonna drive me crazy." He hid out with the hens that night and watched as down below his horses wrote out silly notes and tossed them to and fro. And so Farmer stopped. Farmer stormed. Farmer yelled, "That's it!" Farmer ranted. Farmer raved. Farmer threw a fit. Farmer fussed. Farmer fumed. Farmer said, "Okay, you really want to horse around? Go on, make my day." Farmer guarded, Farmer glared, he stayed until first light, and not one horse would dare to play. They had to sleep all night. Farmer shouted, "Hip hooray! I've put an end to all horseplay." The horses felt like colts again. They walked with heads held high. The farmer's eyes were strangely red. He sighed a sleepy sigh. He's getting tired because he didn't sleep, right? Farmer slumped down in the grass. "I think I'll rest a spell. I didn't sleep a wink last night, and I don't feel too well." Before too long, poor Farmer snored, and while he slept all day, his horses took their bridles off and crept away to play, play, play. Look at that, those naughty horses, huh? Yeah. And that's the end of horseplay. Now we're going to do a little song called "The Feet of a Horse," and it's kind of like the song "The Wheels on the Bus," only we're going to do the parts of a horse and the sounds that they make. So let's start with the feet of a horse. Ready? So this is how it goes. The feet of the horse go thump, 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 thump. The feet of a horse go thump, thump, thump all day long. Now, what about the snout? Do you know what a snout is? A snout is another word for the nose. Horses have big, long noses. What sound do horses make? they make a neigh song, right? So let's do the snout of a horse goes neigh, neigh, neigh. Ready? The snout of a horse goes neigh, 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 neigh. The snout of a horse goes neigh, 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 all day long. Now let's see, what else can we make a sound on a horse? How about its tail? It has the long tail, right? And it likes to swish its tail around sometimes, doesn't it? So let's say the tail of the horse goes swish, swish, swish. Ready? Let's try that. Ready? Let's do two hands. The tail of a horse goes swish, 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 swish. The tail of a horse goes swish, 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 all day long. Great. Our next little game story is called Horses of Many Colors. So if you were here, I would give out a horse to everybody, but I'm gonna put the horses I have up on the board, and we have a little rhyme that goes with each color, okay? So if your horse is the color blue, you would gallop it on your shoe. If you have a blue horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. Now let's try another color. Let's try this color. What color is that? That's yellow, right? So if your horse is the color yellow, then you want to gallop it on your elbow. If you have a yellow horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. So pretend like you're galloping a horse on your elbow. Next, I have this color. What color is that? That's green. If your horse is the color green, gallop it on your knee. Can you gallop it on your knee? Pretend like you have a horse galloping on your knee. If you have a green horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. Next, I have this color here. What is this color? That is red, right? So if your horse is the color red, gallop it on your head. If you have a red horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. So let's try another color. What color is that? That's white. So we say, if your horse is the color white, gallop it out of sight. So pretend your horse is galloping away. If you have a white horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. Okay, now I have this color. What color is that? That's black. If your horse is the color black, gallop it on your back. So gallop a horse on your back. If you have a black horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. Now I have this color. What color is that? That's the color brown. If your horse is the color brown, gallop it on the ground. If you have a brown horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. Okay, so now I have this color. What is that one? That's gray, right? So if your horse is the color gray, make your horse say neigh. If you have a gray horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. Now let's try another one. Let's try this color. What color is that? That's pink. If your horse is the color pink, gallop it any way you can think. If you have a pink horse, come and put it in the barn, of course. And that's our rhyme, the horses of many colors. Let's do our second story song called Put Your Hands Up High. Ready? It goes like this. Put your hands up high, put your hands down low. Put your hands in the middle and wiggle just so. Put your elbows to the front, put your elbows to the back. Put your elbows to the side and quack, quack, quack. This book is called Are You a Horse? By Andy Rash. And there's a cowboy, right? Cowboys usually ride on horses, right? Let's see what happens. Today was Roy's birthday. His friends made a cake and gave him a great big birthday present. What is this thing? Roy asked his friends. It was a saddle, and luckily it came with instructions. 1, find a horse. 2, enjoy the ride. Roy wasn't sure what a horse was, but he couldn't wait to try out his new saddle, so he went out to find one. The first thing Roy came to was Squeaky and Rusty. "Are you a horse?" he asked. "Is that a horse?" "No, I'm an old wagon," said the wagon. "A horse is a living thing." Next, Roy came to a tall, prickly thing. "Are you a horse?" he asked. "I bristle at the thought. I'm a cactus," said the cactus. "Horse is an animal." After that, Roy saw a wiggly, hissing thing. "Is that a horse?" "No." "Are you a horse?" he asked. "A horse has legs." "I'm a snake," said the snake. A skittery, pinchy thing ran sideways in front of Roy. It had plenty of legs. "Are you a horse?" he asked. "A horse? I'll pinch you good. A horse is friendly. I'm a crab," said the crab. "Now go away." Roy saw a climbing, bug-eyed thing smiling at him. "Are you a horse?" he asked. "I can be green or brown or purple," it said. "But can you be a horse?" Roy asked. "No, but a horse can't change colors like me. I'm a chameleon," said the chameleon. Roy came to a tree with a feathered hooting thing on a branch. It didn't turn green or brown or purple. "Are you a horse?" he asked. "Who, me? Indeed not. A horse doesn't lay eggs. I am an owl," said the owl. Roy saw a fat, snorting thing rolling in a mud puddle. He didn't see eggs anywhere. "Are you a horse?" he asked. "Oink, not me. A horse is clean. I'm a muddy, muddy pig," said the pig. Roy spotted a furry, upside-down thing hanging from a branch. It looked pretty clean. "Are you a horse?" he asked. "A horse is very, very fast. I am a sloth," said the sloth. Next, Roy saw a romping, growling thing. It was very fast. "Are you a horse?" he asked. "Roar! A horse eats grass. I'm a man-eating lion," said the lion. "Are you a man?" the lion asked Roy. "No," said Roy. "I'm a cowboy." And Roy ran his way as fast as he could. After that, Roy came to a quiet black and white thing eating grass. "It kind of looks like a horse, doesn't it?" "You must be a horse," said Roy. "I'm not a horse, I'm a zebra," said the zebra. "A horse doesn't have stripes." Roy was very upset. "Why can't I find a horse?" he shouted. What do you see? Look at that. Just as Roy was about to give up, he met one last creature. It seemed like a lively animal. It had legs and was friendly. It didn't change color or lay eggs. It was clean and fast. It loved eating grass. And it didn't have stripes. Roy was overjoyed. "Are you a horse?" asked Roy. "Of course," said the horse. "Well, I have a saddle," said Roy. "Would you like to go for a ride?" "Yes," said the horse. And so they did. Look at that. Is that how you ride a horse? No, you put the saddle on the horse and you ride the horse, not the horse riding the man or the cowboy, right? That's a silly story. And that's the end of Are You a Horse? Now we're going to do a little action rhyme called I Gave My Horse an Apple. And I've got a little friend here that we're going to do this rhyme with. This is my little horse puppet. So I'm going to pretend like I'm giving him things and we're going to make a little song out of it, okay? Or a little rhyme. Okay, so this is how it goes. I gave my horse an apple. Pretend you're giving your horse an apple. And she gave me a neigh, neigh. Okay. I gave my horse a carrot. And she moved her head this way. Okay. I gave my horse a sugar lump. And she gave me a big smile. Give me a big smile. Yay. She likes sugar, huh? And then she took me for a ride for more than half a mile. Let's try it again. Ready? Ready? You want some more? Yeah. Okay. I gave my horse an apple. And she gave me a neigh, neigh. I gave my horse a carrot. And she moved her head this way. I gave my horse a sugar lump. She gave me a big smile, yay, she likes sugar. And then she took me for a ride for more than half a mile. Good job, good job. Did you like all that? Next we have a little game up here called Dress a Cowboy. Because when I think of horses, I think of cowboys. So we're gonna make this a cowboy. Well, he doesn't look like a cowboy, does he? He's missing some things. Well, first I think we should get him dressed. Let's first put on some pants or some jeans. There's our cowboy. But I think he's missing a shirt too, right? So let's give him a shirt. What else do we need to put on our cowboy? How about some cowboy boots? Cowboys have boots, don't they? So let's put his boot on here. Oops. And we need another boot on the other foot, right? Let's make him stay a little bit better. He doesn't want to stay very well. So next we need another boot. Let's try this foot. Oh, that didn't want to stay either. Let's try to get him to stay on. Let's put his other boot on right there. So we have that boot and that boot. He still doesn't look like a cowboy too much. He's looking more like a cowboy with his boots. But how about his hat? You think he needs a hat? That makes him look like a cowboy a little bit more. But let's try something else. I think cowboys sometimes have a holster. Let's try that. Does he look more like a cowboy? He's getting there, isn't he? So sometimes cowboys wear a bandana, right? He's looking closer. He's looking more like a cowboy. How about he's missing something in his hand? I'm thinking he's missing a rope. He's got to have a rope. Now let's see. What do cowboys say? They say howdy. So let's make him say, whoops, that doesn't want to stay either. Let's make him say howdy, right? Let's put a little piece of tape there. Make him say howdy. There he is. But there's one more important thing that he's missing that we've been talking about this whole story time. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about his horse. There's his horse. There's our cowboy. Can't be a cowboy without a horse. Now let's do our banana song. So everybody stand up. And then you got to make a big, long, tall banana. And then you peel bananas. Peel, peel bananas. Peel bananas. Peel, peel bananas. Then we chop bananas. Chop, chop bananas. Chop bananas. Chop, chop bananas. Then we mash bananas. Mash, mash bananas. Mash bananas. Mash, mash bananas. Then we eat bananas. Eat, eat bananas. Eat bananas. Eat, eat bananas. Then we get down low and we go bananas. This next book is Noni the Pony by Allison Lester. Noni the pony is friendly and funny. Her shimmering tail is the color of honey. She lives on a farm at Waratah Bay and likes eating apples and carrots and hay. Noni the pony likes trotting and prancing, and the ladies next door always moo when she's dancing. Who are the ladies next door? They're cows. She gallops and spins and canters and bucks, then kicks up her heels with the hens and the ducks. Noni the pony is shiny and fat. Her best friends are Dave the dog and Coco the cat. They ambush each other and play hide and seek, racing and chasing and jumping the creek. See where they go? They're going all around. Follow the arrows. Noni the pony is gentle and kind and never lets anyone get left behind. There's the dog. He's got to catch up, right? If Coco and Dave feel lonely or gray, Noni tells stories to brighten their day. It's hard to give Noni the pony a fright, but once in a while she gets spooked in the night. What is she spooked by? Bats. When the leaves rustle and sigh in the breeze, Noni thinks monsters are shaking the trees. Uh-oh. So at bedtime, her friends snuggle in for a song. Then Noni the pony sleeps tight all night long. And that's the end of Noni the pony. Next, we're going to do a little rhyme called 10 Galloping Horses. So let's see, let's pretend like we have little horses on our hands here. So how many fingers do you have on each hand? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have 5 on this hand, so 5 plus 5 equals what? 5 plus 5, let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So we have 10 fingers. So we're gonna pretend like our 10 galloping horses. So here's how our rhyme goes. 10 galloping horses, and then they came galloping through the town. So let's make our galloping sound. Good job. And how many on this hand again? 5. So 5 were white and 5 were brown. They galloped up. So this time let's gallop up by clapping our hands. They galloped down. 10 galloping horses can't come through the town. Then, whoa, they all slowed down. Let's try it again, ready? 10 galloping horses, we have 10 fingers, came galloping through the town, ready? 5 were white and 5 were brown. They galloped up, gallop up. They galloped down. 10 galloping horses came through the town. Then, whoa, go back like this, whoa. They all slowed down. Put your hands down, good job. It's time to say our goodbye. We say our goodbye like this. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. And see you soon, big baboon. Out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear. Wave goodbye, butterfly. I say toodaloo, kangaroo. Adios, hippos. Better shake, rattlesnake. Gotta go, buffalo. Be sweet, parakeet. Got a truck, baby duck. Adieu, cockatoo. Got a scat, kitty cat. Hit the trail, tiny snail. And a scram, little lamb. Can't stay, blue jay. Have to bail, big blue whale. And bye for now, big brown cow. Thanks for watching. See you next week.